As your kids advance, so does the choice of bike available. You, or more likely they, have a lot more choice as they get older. Mountain bikes are the most common, but if you're between 6 and 9, you also have the option of a BMX, or even a small road bike, although these are less common, so you might need to do a bit of legwork to find a stockist. Weight is a huge factor for kids' bikes, but we're not talking about saving grams by spending thousands on the latest carbon wheels. If the bike is heavy and hard to ride, they won't enjoy it. And enjoyment is the single factor that will ensure a bike actually gets ridden rather than being left to rust in the shed. Try and go for the lightest bike within your budget, so they have the best chance of loving cycling as much as you did. Fit is as important for kids' bikes as it is for adults. Bikes for children will generally be measured by their wheel size, not the frame size as with adult bikes. Expect to see sizes from 18-inch up to 24-inch for this age range. You may be tempted to buy a bigger size for them to grow into, but doing this will make the bike harder to handle and therefore more frustrating and less fun. Assuming you haven't picked the wrong size, you need to adjust the bike to fit your child, although this will usually just involve setting the seat height. You need to make sure they can touch the ground with their feet. You may also need some hex keys or a spanner, but some have a quick release lever which makes life easier. Most children can ride bikes by this point, but even if they can't, then the learning process is generally pretty quick. So this is where gears get introduced into the mix. You'll usually find between 6 and 8 gears at the back with a single chainring at the front to keep things simple. Although some, particularly the road options, may have front gears to give a wider range of ratios. Bigger kids will want to take on longer rides, and they'll be happy blasting around for hours or weaving down a cycle path. So the right set of accessories can keep smiles on faces and legs turning pedals. Look out for mud guards to keep the puddles at bay, and limit post-ride cleaning for both bike and child. Derailleur guards can help to stop damage if the bike gets dropped, which it no doubt will. Bottle cages are a great idea too, especially if you like the idea of your kids becoming a little bit more self-reliant. Other features like suspension forks can be a fun thing for them to have, but it's unlikely they'll be that effective and they can add unnecessary weight. We definitely avoid rear suspension as it adds a lot of extra weight and is one more thing to go wrong. It goes without saying that all young riders should wear helmets at all times, and it's vital that they fit properly and don't move around on the head, but shop staff will be the best to advise on this. Kids will be discovering a new sense of freedom by the age of 9, so it's important to keep an eye on them. But if you want our advice, get out your bike and join them for a ride. Remember, getting the right bike will lead to far more enjoyment of riding, keeping them fit and getting them out to enjoy the freedom only a bike can offer.